Hey gang, thought I'd make a quick video on how I clean the wheels on the rolling stock of my HO Railroad. I've got a little tutorial here on how I do that. Of course there's 100 ways to solve this. I just found this to be easiest. Really what you're going to need, a pair of scissors, some Goo Gone, a test track, and I have mine's 24 inches long. And then the thing that really makes this different than other systems is something called dirt trapping protection tape. You get that from McMaster-Carr, and the part number is 7922A3. So dirt protection tape, you get it 2 inches wide, so it goes over the rail. Let's see what that looks like. So what I do is cut that material. Here it is. It's got an adhesive on the back side, a light adhesive. It's got a fuzzy pickup side. So you can see I cut two pieces about 12 inches long. And here's my dirty car. So I'm going to clean the wheels on this car. There's my Goo Gone. I've experimented with some other cleaners, alcohol, stuff like that. And I got to tell you, Goo Gone seems to anyway, pull the dirt right off the wheels a lot better than anything else. And you can tell by when you roll the car over this material how well that works. So let's show you what that's all about. First, let's show you a dirty wheel. Let's see if it'll zoom in on this thing. This wheel right here actually has a buildup of material. It almost looks like an inner flange. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Look at that. So you can see this one doesn't, but you can see that inner buildup of material. So, and that's on the, just to remember that, that's on the brake cylinder side, or the brake tank side. So let's go ahead and go the next step. So I take my Goo Gone, and I am going to, now one thing you got to remember, the adhesive on this stuff is affected by cleaners, right? It'll finally come loose. So the key there is to take and just put the cleaner on about a center strip, maybe 10 inches wide or so. Okay, leave this one alone. That's going to be the after rail, if you will. Let's go ahead and rail the car. You can rail it right through this material. It's nice and thin, so it's on the rail. Let's go ahead and work that material in a little bit. You can see the Goo Gone is instantly starting to pull the dirt off. I'll put a little slight amount of side pressure on things just to make sure I catch that inner edge of the flanges. Might take a couple tries, but for the most part this will get pretty much the majority of the dirt off pretty much right away. You can let that sit on there and soak a little bit. It's not going to hurt anything. This car has KD metal wheels on it, and I got to tell you, out of all this rolling stock that I have set up for my layout, those wheels outperform the plastic ones 10 to 1 in a variety of ways. You don't see these large recapped shreds of dirt shedding off the metal wheels. They just don't pick up as much, but they do get dirty. As a matter of fact, this car is a year old. These have never been cleaned, and I've run it probably 3 or 4 times on the club layout and a couple times on the traveling layout. It's probably got 2 hours on my little layout over here. So anyway, let's get back to it. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to roll it over here on the dry off pad. Let's take a look at it, see if that wheel cleaned up. So you can see we got most of it. There's our brake cylinder side, but I still see a little bit. Let's take a look. You can see that actually my wheels, the plating is actually starting to wear off. That actually looks pretty good. That's after that simple application. Let's look at all of them. They all look pretty good. This one's got a little, this really was caked on there. I'm going to go ahead and run it on there a little bit more. I'll turn it around just because. No other reason. It's not more effective. Let's do it again. You can see how much dirt's coming off that. Now this dirt trapping tape, it's about $12.70 for 48 feet. So you can actually pick this tape up, move it over, oh, I don't know, a quarter inch or so, and reset it back on the track and get another clean section. And the dry off pad just kind of picks up the remaining and does it off. So anyway, I got a 24-inch piece of track here on a little wood board. Let's take a look again. See how we did? Not too bad. There's a little bit on there. But I would say, for the most part, it looks pretty good. Alright, so anyway, pair of scissors, dirt protection tape from McMaster Carr, $12.70 for 48 feet, 2 inches wide. It's got an adhesive on the back, a light adhesive so it doesn't stick to the track too much. And just cut two 12-inch pieces, and I put them on a 24-inch board here. And then wet the one side down about the middle of it with Goo Gone. And again, I've tried a bunch of solvents and that really seems to work well. And then after you've rolled the car over that and soaked down that dirt, work that off a little bit by moving the car back and forth, then just roll it over to the dry piece and finish drying it off and cleaning it. So that's it. It's nothing special. Just was a simple routine that I go through, and now I'm doing it again to get my rolling stock wheels all cleaned up for the next time we get the chance to run on the layout. So anyway, have fun model routing. Later.